Um, I composed this song a while ago when I found out that there was a kid that I knew that had cancer, and I felt like like there were a lot of people throwing around, what if he's gone, what if he died and everything, and I think that even when people live, like, you should celebrate their life in some kind of way. So when I was writing the song, I was trying to portray the thought that everyone dies. But life is something to be happy about and something to rejoice, and just the time that you have on earth is precious. It's just precious. And I wrote this song, and I feel like every instrument has a voice, as crazy as that sounds. It doesn't have any lyrics, so it might be difficult for some to interpret. But I feel like it goes, like, you could see, in my head, when I think of it, I see a kid overcoming a battle, and I see triumph and hope at the end of a dark, dark tunnel. Maybe that sounds weird to people, but that's just, it clicks in my head really well. So when I hear this song, I think of hope and triumph and overcoming a battle, because it just takes this great dynamic journey in my head. It has two movements, and the first movement is slower, and that's, to me, like, the slower part kind of describes how, like, at first, when you find out bad news, it's hard to deal with it, and you can't see a good side to it. But then when it speeds up, it kind of, I feel like that's where the hope comes in, and that's where you really start overcoming those tough battles that life throws at you. So, I believe this relates to my community and how a lot of people think of death as being so morbid and being so terrible. But every time I watch a show and there's like a funeral scene, they're always like, ah, oh, that person would have hated this. They would have, they would have wanted people to be happy and everything. So I believe death can also be celebrated. So when there are tough times in life, like when a child has cancer, or through a lot of bad stuff, I believe that hope is really important in our life. So that's what this song really portrays, and you can listen to the MP3. I just think it's a really important lesson. Thank you.